So today, September 13th, 2023, we decided to leave the garden for the day. We left the rabbits and we left the birds and the water fountains and everything to get out of here. But I was going to a very special place. And don't worry, all the birds were well fed before we left the gardens. The plants were well watered. And of course, the hummingbirds, I would never leave them without food. Extra feeders put out for the day, just in case I didn't get back in time. And what did we do? We got in our truck, Gary and I, and we hit the road. And we went into L.A. Going to L.A. wasn't too bad, but we were going to visit my dad, who was a World War II Navy vet. Today, born on September 13th, many years ago. That's me on the right, the tall one, my sister on the left. And there's my mom. That's me when I was 2 years old. I remember that house well. That's me today with my dad. He was so happy to see us. And that's him when he was in the Navy. I'm not sure where he was there, but he did tell the story. Me and my mom and dad, again, I love that house so much. And they have been involved in the VA, everything. He used to goof off when he was there and pretend to be singing on the stage and everything. They married, and well, let's just say they've been married a very long time. My dad is so handy. And the night before he tore that kitchen apart to rebuild it for my mom, he made me and my sister pose as my mom poses outside. How fun was that? I think this is when she graduated high school. Love that car. And this is with her and a puppy and a kitten. She never let me have a dog. She said she didn't care for dogs at the time. And yet she had a dog. My dad was in both ROTC and soon later enlisted in the Navy during World War II. When he returned, they got married, which was in a few years when he returned from World War II, now finished with the Navy. And me, well, you know what? I joined the Brownies, the Girl Scouts, and I was even in ROTC when I was in high school. My mom's done a lot of fun things over the years with my dad. They painted their fire hydrant in 1984 for the Olympics. That's my brother sitting to the right. You would think it'd be illegal. And here she is with my grandmother, her mother, posing in front. But you know what? The city gave it to her when they went to pull it out. That's my dad's mother to the left, my mom, and of course my dad getting some sort of honors at the VA. Oh, just fun times at Hervé's house one time. And this is the generation of all the women, and there are more to add into that picture. And my mom has donated so much time over the years to the VA hospital, baking and making all kinds of bags and goodies for the homeless as well as the veterans. And there's Gary with my dad, giving him a handshake. My parents always goofed off. That's all of us. I'm not even sure what that was all about. Me, my sister Rochelle, my dad and my mom, and Leonard, my brother. Then we hit the freeway, bumper to bumper. It took us twice as long to go home than it was to get there. I knew it was going to be a long day, but you know what? It was well worth it. I rarely get out of the house. I'm home 99.9% of the time. The hummingbirds, the gardens, everything keeps us so busy. And of course, you know who was home, being babysat by my granddaughter, who was, from what I understand, screaming her head off in the beginning. And then when she realized we weren't going to be there, she kind of curled up and went into her bed, waiting for us to come home. But we weren't all gone that long, so at least she wasn't by herself. But it was a wonderful day. Happy birthday, Daddy. I love you, and thank you, Mom, for still there taking care of my dad, her husband, and it was her birthday last month in August. So happy birthday, Daddy, and happy belated birthday, Mom, too. I love you both so much, and thank you for everything. Two very beautiful people that give so much of themselves to others.